Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight because memory is a responsibility. The Nazis did not merely seek to destroy Jewish bodies. They sought to desecrate Jewish identity, to mock what Jews held holy, and to turn symbols of faith into devices of humiliation. That is why remembrance matters. Not just to recall what happened, but to understand it, how cruelty was calculated and deliberate and vindictive in its symbolism. But even in such darkness, music remained a fragile vessel of humanity, something the Nazis tried to silence, but did not fully erase. As a rabbi, I'm always aware that Judaism is a chain of memory, passed from generation to generation. And when that chain is broken, something irreplaceable is lost. I've met survivors who carried their memories in silence, born of pain, survival. Tonight reminds us that listening is a sacred act. To listen is to honor those who could not speak, and to ensure that what they experienced is not reduced to numbers, but rather remembered as lives. The final song you're going to hear tonight carries such a memory. In Judaism, as many of you know, the number 613 carries special significance. It represents the 613 mitzvot, the commandments that form the moral and spiritual framework of Jewish life. In one camp, Märzbachtal, the Nazis cruelly twisted this symbolism. The camp held 1,200 Polish and Hungarian boys, Jewish boys, most of them teenagers. The Nazis selected 613 of them for death. Now, to avoid suspicion, they changed the number to 612 and told the boys they were going to be transferred to England in a prisoner exchange. 615 boys climbed onto the trucks. The Nazis ordered 3 of the boys to step down voluntarily. One of those boys who stepped down was a young lad called Jack Garfein from Munkac. He was 13 years old. Stepping down from that truck saved his life. The other 612 boys were murdered in the gas chambers. As the boys waited, one of them, a friend of Jack's, with a beautiful voice, couldn't remember his name later in life. He kept singing a Yiddish song that he'd composed, "Tears mein harts." Jack was the only survivor of his entire family, and he never sang that song again. He kept it locked away in silence until one day he traveled to Italy, where he met Francesco Lotoro, and he finally sang it. The melody was transcribed and rescued from silence. So, what you will hear now isn't just a song. It's a memory that's been returned to the world. As the final piece of this evening, it reminds us that even when everything was taken, the human voice endured. Zachor, remember. And in remembering, may we carry those voices forward so that their song becomes our responsibility. Thank you.
I wish I could have even remembered more, but I was a kid, but to me, I still cannot conceive how I thought the importance of that song. And I don't know, the thought just came to me now that possibly it even helped me survive, because I kept thinking, I'm the one that was taken out of the group. I have to remember that. And, I was 13 years old. And there was this boy who had the most beautiful voice. And I realized the importance of that song somehow. But I loved that boy's voice, and I would always listen to him sing. And this one he composed himself, you know?
Yes.
So...
Do you remember the name of this Polish?
No, I wish I did.
But do you remember the song?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Do you want to play for us?
Sure. It's... Sie ist mein Herz, kein Herz von keinem Menschen. Sie hab ich recht, ja zu leben oder nein. In Verwuss kennt man nicht, von mein Leben zu genießen, als mein Jugend soll weggehen, elend, jümmerdig und wie. Sie ist mein Herz, kein Herz von keinem Menschen. Sie hab ich recht, ja zu leben. Sorry.